We are live with some Gruul Prowess, working back on the version that, closer to the version Brian Boss had originally done. He posted an update on Twitter, changing out a few things. Basically, we're back to the similar build with the difference of kind of some of the tertiary things, like one less mutagenic growth, one less scale up from the Pro Tour list, one more monstrous rage, and one more assault strobe. So the main deck is very similar. This is kind of the combo version of the deck. Last week we went a little too far with Amped Raptor, no protection spells, and like 4 assault strobe for scale up. This version is a little bit back closer to the base. No Amped Raptor, as that card just feels a little bit awkward in the shell. Additionally, we do have the 4 copies of Questing Druid to kind of give us a little bit of a grindy plan, which is important because this deck can run out of gas very, 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 very quickly. Beyond that, 3 Harsh Mentor, mainly for Nadu, can also punish fetch lands in the One Ring. Underworld Breach is kind of your 5th grindy card. 2 copies of Snakeskin Veil to help protect your more combo-esque draws. Run afoul and 2 Pick Your Poisons. Those have primarily got to be here for flying creatures, whether it be Murktide Regent, etc. Is this just not good against Chalice, which is kind of the best card against this deck, probably. This hand's fine. It's not the best of hands, but it is at least potentially has protection a little bit, so. Gigantha, though, means we might be up against one of our tougher matchups. Goblin Bombard meant. Means we're probably up against Mardu or Boros Energy. It's a card that's been popping up more and more in those lists. Mutagenic Growth will protect DRC here, which is important. It's a solid card. Don't really think it does what we want it to do, though. We're up to 13. Okay. Stack Prison on the way, maybe. Got a Souls, sure. Digging for a land here. Don't think Rage does it. Ten. Of course, we draw the land a little bit too late, but Raptor. Goes to 10. Gets another energy. No, one of their cards in hand's a bombardment. Okay. So Bolt Face +4. So this would 2, 3, 4. I think we go for the kill here. So we definitely want the 4 questing druids and the 2 snakeskin veils. Question is, what am I going down? Like Lava Dart's okay against Ocelot Pride, and I think that's about it in the deck. The 2-1 they get off of Johnny. Take out the 2 scale ups. And just take out Assault Strib. A little bit more of a grindier plan. Four lands, I just don't think we can keep. We'll try this one. I'll put back the Soul Scar Mage. Is it the Soul Scar or is it the Swift Spears? Because Soul Scar can be relevant in some spots, but I think we'll go with the Swift Spears. Alright, that makes me more inclined to do this. Otherwise, there was some consideration to waiting a turn to hold up Snakeskin Veil. And Raptor into Flage. Nice. We just basically suspend not suspend, but effectively suspend Slickshot Show off here. Mm-hmm. Alrighty then. It is kind of absolutely hilarious that they brought in Unlicensed Hearst against us. Fable's kind of annoying. Sure. True Wobble. Fable or another Flage? Okay. My opponent's kind of hoping to get us with this at random. Another Ocelot Pride, sure. Should definitely have played the Fable last turn. It's like one of our worst draws here. Is that lethal on its own? Maybe. So +3, +2, 5, 6, 7. I think we're gonna have to try to force through a couple different creatures here. Shouldn't have played the Bloodstain Mire here. Sure. Okay. So start by targeting this. That resolve. So I'll trample through for 4. Gives it a +1/+1 counter, so that's +3, 4. So currently 7 damage getting through 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we have Exactsies. Close match. This version already feels so much better and cleaner against these energy decks. Instead of everything being sorcery speed like the list we had last week. Hope everyone's doing well this week. Kind of becoming the home for Modern Prowess overall. If you do like Modern Prowess, please don't forget to give us a subscribe on YouTube or give us a follow over on Twitch. MT_Nexus on Twitch. And we try to be live every Sunday night, if at all possible. There's been a few we've missed the last couple months or so, but alright, can't really keep the one land tap land hand, so because this is in MDFC, so this hand's pretty reasonable. What am I putting back here is the question. I think it's between Bobble, Dart, and Bolt. I think we put back Dart, but I'm not really certain here, especially in the Dart game one. Turn 1, of course we're getting griefed on turn 1, why wouldn't we, right? So, Orzhov, I think they have to take the Bolt. Ephemerate? Yep. Goodbye Slick Shot, I would presume. Definitely missequenced here. I should have just cracked or played Stomping Ground. Because this fetch land could potentially fetch up Commercial District later, so paths to strip us basically of our entire hand here. So, do they flicker? They do. Let's draw another grief. Okay. Opponent is going to rep Bowmaster here. They do not. Okay. They have a removal spell. They have a removal spell. I'm not playing around anything at this point. We've been 2 stripped low of resources right now. Excuse me? Tax. Exile to one other non-land target permanent. No thanks. Sure. Three top deck, no wonder why they left it on top. Sure. And we got the Flicker Orcish Bowmasters here. You can exile any creature, right? Yeah. No target on land permanent. Alright. Thalia. PHE. Okay, Orzhov Scam. Put it with a recent finish with this deck. We have Sanctifier and Vex, which are annoying. Those in. Snakeskin Veil. I think we go down the actual sorcery speed combo stuff. Lucky 5-0 brown shirt. It's an Indian shirt, Foz. Yeah, we'll try this hand. What do I lead on here? Probably DRC. You know, I wouldn't mind if when they're getting rid of Nadu that they also get rid of Grief in all formats. Legacy and Modern, that is. Just because it's such an obnoxious card to play against. Be our third card. Have to get a little bit lucky here, but alright, so we're trading it, unfortunately. Had to find. Well, it's not even that it's overpowered, it's just non-pros played it in. That's a fine card as well. Yeah, in some ways, I suppose. Yeah, of course. Alright. So, this is why you gotta be careful with your fetch line sequencing. Because now we're drawing a completely, well, currently completely useless card. Okay, what are you drawing? Planes. Yep, seems about right. Well, I don't know that it ruined Legacy. I think Legacy was already kind of ruined even before. And it definitely made Modern rotate. I don't know that it ruined it. Decent chance that their opponent has a Thalia or a Bowmasters here. Mm-hmm. Presuming they're going to have Solitude here. You know what? Screw this. They can have the win. I'm not playing through Pitch Grief, Pitch Solitude, Pitch Masturbation, whatever. I don't know why Restream isn't working properly, but it's kind of hard to quantitate exactly how much Dimir Scam was seeing play in Legacy. It was probably a good... It's at least north of 25%, so we're likely up against Energy again. Energy confirmed. Play a Soul Scar, that way Ocelot at least can't just get a free attack in without playing a removal spell. I feel like we're going to get hit with an Amp Raptor. Yep, Amp Raptor into kind of horse crap here. Fable, sure. We'll just plot and play a little bit longer game. I feel like we're going to get Falagied here. shocked Pikachu face. It's a pretty good one. Okay. Definitely can put a land to the graveyard. Let's actually get a little bit better information about what's going on. Another Ocelot Pride. So what do we need to hit here? Okay. Pretty sure this is lethal. Alright, I think we bring these in, bring in the snakeskin veils. I almost think we're supposed to go down DRC too, just because they have Sanctifier in their sideboard. Guess we'll leave the DRCs in, but I'm not particularly happy about it. Like, at least they filter our draws, you know, improve our situation, so. I don't think there's room for Luminarch, honestly, O'Doyle. Basically a 5-land hand. This hand is fine. I'm not putting back here. Soulscar. God, the Souls is a little bit more annoying than some of the other possibilities. I'm actually not going to play DRC here. I'm actually going to hold up Lava Dart. It is possible that they have either Ocelot Pride, or yeah, this is kind of what I was hoping for best case scenario. Whoa, 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 whoa. We could have played Mishra's Bauble there. I have a Falagi that I can't currently cast. Another Amp Raptor, sure. Since we already know what's coming. Yeah, pretty much Boros is almost MH3 tribal. We'll try it. So we can play Commercial District if we so choose here. I'm going to play it a little bit slower and go Seek the Beast in the stuff here. Mm-hmm. Which means I get a freaking token. This combination is so annoying. DRC. Definitely don't want another creature. Mm-hmm. Not much we can do about this kind of a draw. Card on top, that's mildly terrifying. Sure. A weird game. Seek the beast. Sure. Well, sweepers plus the ability to beat Flayage. Had to be careful because they will get Giganta here with haste if they so chose. Okay, so we basically have plus a billion. So plus 3. Yeah, I think we just swing out here. Nice. Path to Exile's fine. Playing a deck where you can play Sanctifier and Vac is a fine way to answer it, etc. I'm still trying to find the right burn mix to beat it. I don't know that Boros burn. I know some people are messing with Brotherhood's End, Searing Blood, those kind of things. So I started tweaking with that a little bit, but I think Boros Burn's going to take a little bit more to be able to pull off the matchup. So I'd like to play first. It has a companion, another Giganta, shocker. Keep. Go. Guess we can go ahead and let them untap with it. Third land wouldn't be terrible. Extra bobble, probably fine. Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and plot Slick Shot. We might be able to combo them this turn. Tapping out for our Falaji. I think we just get in with the chunk ability here. Mm-hmm. Can't really play around double removal spell particularly well. Which means I get Falaji back. Talking about the turn where I chose to hold up I'd have to go back and look. Scale up would probably do it at this point, but all right. So +2, 5, +2, 7, +2, 9, 18. I think we're 1 or 2 short here. Slick, bobble, green spell, double strike for 18 damage. So Slick Shot. +4, 6, bobble 8. 1, 4, 6, 8. Was that lethal, or were they at 20 at that point? So that's what makes it hard. Like, sometimes you can go for lethal or near lethal lines, and then if your opponent turns around, taps out, and kills both your creatures, then you're in this, like, bad scenario. So, I mean, it's probably very similar to the situation where we just ended up that last turn where we could almost kill the opponent, but couldn't quite cross the finish line. Yeah, we'll try this one. Probably put back one of the lands. It kind of is, bro. It kind of is. Well, the problem, I mean, it's definitely possible we could have crossed the line if we would have done the line you were talking about. So, I feel like my opponent's going to have a Falaji. Nope. I guess we should have led with Legion leadership first. Now our opponent gets a hasty flage. Probably should have brought in a couple copies of Tormod's Crypt. Don't think there's any single card that gets us out of this circumstance, so. Because they gain 6 life. Yeah. But yeah, the deck we have to look forward to whenever when and if Nadu gets banned. So. Don't know that the outcome's really rosy for the Prowess and Burn decks post Nadu ban, because just that energy deck will be freaking everywhere. We're playing it against it for a 4th time. Apparently we are. Okay, we're going to 5. What is the extra card we're getting rid of here? It's either Bobble or Lava Dart. Okay, that's not lethal, I don't think. That probably is. Okay. It's just so powerful as what else am I sideboarding out? Maybe 2 Darcys on the draw. For Incubator versus Incubator, medallions are legal. You could also play Heartless Summoning too, if you're going that route. This hand's fine. Put back one of the lands. They have Urza Saga on their list. Interesting. Yeah, I'm sure prison's quite good against them. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of haywire mites. Sure. Three, 6, 11. One, 2, 4. So 11. This 4 is 15, 17. We'll put them in the block or die situation here. So 8 plus well, you know they drew a Sacred Foundry. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Still not out of the woods yet. Alright, so clearly this version is a much better balance than what we were playing the last, well, at least the one we played last week where I could, claim science went too far with these, the crash throughs and scale ups and the amped raptors. I really think this kind of flex slot that last week we had Bone Crusher Giant, you really need, a grindy card like Questing Druid. I still don't know, like, these three cards I just don't know. Like, the problem with Pick Your Poison I have is short kills, something random like the One Ring, Murktide Region, those kind of things. But you also run into problems where you're just cold to a Chalice with this build. So I guess you just kind of ignore Chalice and hope you beat it when this Pick Your Poison can clean up like a Trinisphere or something. But definitely much cleaner, definitely feels like a lot better build. So all props to Brandon Boss for updating his version on Twitter. But yeah, this deck was pretty reasonable. I mean, we played against 5 removal heavy decks and went 3-2. Whether it was 4 copies of 3 copies of Boros Energy, 1 copy of Gruul Energy with Urza Saga, and then against the Orzhov Scam deck. So no, you can't plan to beat everything, but this deck at least has a plan against everything. So can't really complain about that. But I do think that if you want to play a creature deck, it has to be kind of along these lines, or the Gruul Energy deck, or Boros Energy. You have to play this kind of deck that has the ability to close out the game reasonably quickly, has a plan against combo, has a plan against removal heavy decks. And ironically, by adding the 4 Questing Druids, it almost feels like we're almost able to outgrind almost feels like we're able to outgrind the mid-range Boros Energy deck, other than specifically Flage. So I don't know. This might be the future of aggro right now. Even post Nadu ban, if Nadu ban even happens, this might be the deck that you kind of need to play, or a basis of it, to succeed as an aggro deck in the format. But anyways, I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. I mean, we had quite a few people hanging out between YouTube and Twitch. I mean, O'Doyle, my brother, Foz, Unbreakable Wits, DXYID. Let's see, make sure I had everybody. So, anyways, I want to thank everybody for hanging out, and hope to see you for next week's stream. This has been John for MTG Nexus. Don't forget to give us a subscribe here on YouTube, and give us a follow on Twitch.